this Blue Yeti microphone. It dropped, and I had to it dented my the front part here, so I had to take it apart so I could take the screen off and then take the dent out. But in the meantime, I also realized that I broke the mute button.
Oh, it's completely broken?
Yeah, it kind of came off and was like I could activate it by sort of jiggering with it. But then I found some guy on Etsy, and it's a complicated piece, and but some guy on Etsy created his own version of the mute button for people like me who broke their mute button on their Yeti, and it works great. And it's like, thank goodness.
What's Etsy? Are you talking just Etsy?
It's Etsy, ETSY. It's a.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know Etsy then. Okay.
Yeah, the craft sort of site.
Because you called it Yetsy.
Did I say? I did not. You guys heard Yetsy, but I meant.
You said it twice.
Yetsy.
Noah can vouch for me.
It's my favorite game. It's my favorite.
I think that you should use the actual mute button, which is unplugging the USB cable.
Yeah, I could do that, I suppose.
That's the only effective mute button that you need. Oh, someone says in the chat that you said the Etsy, just like all people.
Thank you.
Just like all people are calling it the Facebook.
No, it was that person was that guy's right. Whoever that guy was, I said the Etsy, which is kind of a dumb thing to say too, because
everyone else is saying that they also heard Etsy. So,
all right, I'm gonna stop this stream before we even start it. So you guys just
you know what? Stop the stream.
Hanging up on Paul.
Let's see you stop the stream. The only thing that can stop the stream now is Windows 11 crashing.
I'm a prisoner of my own channel.
You'll be fine.
How did this happen?
Speaking of your own channel, I noticed that a lot of YouTubers are starting a second YouTube channel for whatever reason. Like, another YouTube channel for a specific thing that they were posting on their regular channel, but they think that it might drive people away.
I know IGP has done that, but I don't know any others who have split to a second channel. Not that I follow any. I don't follow many people on YouTube. So.
Well, let's continue this. I want to follow up on this, but let's start our stream, shall we?
Nah, we still got 3 seconds.
2, 1, and hello, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Curtis. Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. Good to see a bunch of people have jumped onto the stream already. So way to go. Is it Friday? Wait, what day is today? That was Friday. It's Monday. Oh my God. It's all just going. This weekend was insane. There were so many things going on. But we are happy to be here. And you know why I felt like it was Friday? Because we're normally doing this on Fridays with Noah. But this week we had to switch it up because Tori wasn't available. And as you may know by now, we have begged and pleaded her to do another round of playing Phantasmagoria 1, this time with Tori in control. And she said yes, but she couldn't do it today. So we're going to swap Noah and Tori out. So we're going to finish Ripper today, hopefully. And then we'll come back on Friday with Tori beginning another round of Phantasmagoria for Conversations with Curtis in October. So that'll be fun. And then this week, the goal is to do a stream every day. I don't know. I think we can do it. I think my work schedule is flexible enough this week that I can make it happen. So we're doing Ripper today. Tomorrow, I'm going to finish up, I hope, Firewatch, not Firestarter, but Firewatch. Wednesday, Ross Scott's coming back. He's going to come back for another round of Goblins 2. So that will be great. And then Thursday, Daniel and I were trying to figure out something special and fun. So we'll let you know about that. And then Friday we'll do the stream with Tori playing Phantasmagoria. So that's a hell of a week. That's pretty awesome. So somebody donated, by the way. Thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate it. And I'm going to there's a couple other things I want to share with you before I bring Daniel and Noah out. I've been putting together this, I'm putting together a show for my company, Letters Aloud. And if you haven't heard of it, I have a YouTube channel called Letters Aloud, and it's really more of a performing arts company that we go to different cities and we perform these kind of live shows where we read real letters from famous people in front of an audience with live music, and it's really fun. So I am always, thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. So I'm putting together a brand new show for a gig we're going to be doing in North Carolina in 2 weeks. And this is a show called Thanks But No Thanks, The Greatest Rejection Letters Ever. So that's exactly that. I'm putting together an entire show made up of rejection letters. And it's surprisingly a lot of stuff to choose from. But I'm going to share with you, because I was just working on this morning and I thought you guys would get a kick out of it. These are rejections that editors wrote about famous authors before they were famous. So I'm going to read like 4 or 5 of them. These are really short. So the poet Sylvia Plath, who wrote The Bell Jar, an editor wrote, "There certainly isn't enough genuine talent for us to take notice." Rudyard Kipling of The Jungle Book, the editor wrote, "I'm sorry, Mr. Kipling, but you just don't know how to use the English language." J.G. Ballard, who wrote the science fiction High Rise, The Drowned World, they wrote, "The author of this book is beyond psychiatric help." Joseph Heller, who wrote Catch-22, "I haven't the foggiest idea about what the man is trying to say. Apparently the author intends it to be funny." John le Carré, who wrote The Spy Who Came In From the Cold, "You're welcome to le Carré. He hasn't got any future." Emily Dickinson, "Your poems are quite as remarkable for defects as for beauties and are generally devoid of true poetical qualities." And I'm going to read one. Here's a review, and I'll move on. But here's a review that Ernest Hemingway received for his debut novel, The Sun Also Rises. It is a doubtful honor to produce one of the filthiest books of the year. What is the matter? Have you ceased to be interested in loyalty, nobility, honor, and fineness in life? Surely you have other words in your vocabulary besides damn and bitch. Every page fills me with a sick loathing. If I should pick up a book by any other writer with such words in it, I should read no more, but pitch it in the fire. That review was written by Hemingway's mother. So there you go. For all of you who out there trying to do something interesting, who have a project that you're working on, who aren't getting the positive feedback that you want, just know that you are not alone, and keep working at what you want to do, and don't believe all the rejection when it's out there. All right, that's my little Monday morning pitch for you guys. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to our Patreon members. We have a new cool little thing that Daniel did. See those 2 yellow ones right there? Those are our brand new Patreon members, Spoonie A1 and Jonathan Meyer. Thank you both so much for joining our family of monthly contributors to keep Conversations with Curtis going, allowing us to do a week like this week where we can actually stream every single day. It's because of you guys. And when we get new members, because believe me, we lose members too. I think Daniel's going to have a new thing where you'll see some of the people that have been dropping off. It means a lot. So thanks both of you for joining us, and thanks everyone else on this list for continuing your support. If you can't support us on a monthly basis, please jump on a one-time donation today. Like a couple people have done so already. It helps keep this thing going, and you can always make that donation. Our preference is you do it through coffee.com as opposed to the super chat feature on YouTube, because super chat takes 50% of your donations. They take 50% of what you want us to have, and they keep it for themselves. So Coffee is much more generous. They take just a few little fees out, but we get 90% of the whole thing. So help us get to our goal. It's a big week this week, and we hope we can achieve our goal so we can keep doing weeks like this. All right, that's all I got. Oh, I do want to say thanks to our top 7 coffee donors over the last 30 days. CJ, boom, he just unseated Jwex for the first time in, gosh, 3 or 4 weeks. So well done, CJ. Yeah, you came in big on Friday. We really appreciate that. Jwex dropping to number 2. James Jenkins at number 3. CompuArt, Mort Murphy, YT Wander, and Kevin from TV, our top 7 donors. Thanks, you guys. Really appreciate that. All right, enough of me blabbing. Let's bring out Daniel and the Spoony One himself. There they are. Hello.
What up?
Did you guys ever get a good rejection letter in your search for work?
Well, I get a lot of negative feedback.
So I guess that counts. That's a good question. What has been your experience? Because you've had so many followers and so many opinions. How have you been able to compartmentalize all that? Did it take a while?
No, not really.
Really?
With the social media, I find it's easy just to block the input I don't like. So I kind of keep my own little safe space. But
were you able to do that early on too, though, when things were just starting?
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite. I used to get hate mail because I used to write a column for a comic book. I used to do movie reviews for a comic book, and my favorite one is, "I hope you die getting hit by a truck full of cancer."
Whoa, a truck full of cancer.
I don't even know what that means, but I love it.
Yeah, that's a good.
Will Rogers once said, "You can't make everybody happy all the time." So that's what I've always just figured, like, well, if I'm not for you, then I'm not for you. I can't make everybody happy, so I'm going to make the people happy I can make happy, and
it's be satisfied such a great attitude. Now, Daniel, I will say, does not share that attitude. Has not. You haven't been the best at, like, in our experience, negative comments hurt you personally. That's been a very hard thing for you to deal with.
Well, lately, what I've been doing is I've been tackling these negative comments head on. At first, the only comments I delete from our live streams or our videos are comments about our guests. So if for example, we have a guest over and I don't know, there's a comment, someone saying that they're boring or they're whatever, I delete that comment because I want our channel to be very welcoming to our guest. But when people talk crap about us, I don't delete that. I let you handle your own comments. You can delete them if you want. I handle my own comments. And at first, I would let them be. But lately, I've been just replying to them. So every time someone would say something, I would just ask him in a very calm manner about the issue that he was talking about. So, for example, there was a guy a few streams ago that said he was enjoying the Ripper streams, but he didn't enjoy me being that salty on that live stream. So I asked him, how salty was I from 1 to 10? So he said about a 7. And then he said, you know what? I had a very bad day on that particular day, and you being salty didn't help the situation. So I might have been too harsh about my comment. And that's it. And the same goes for when me and Noah streamed Dune. Then someone said that I'm not a very good Dune player, and that I wasn't very knowledgeable about Dune. And so I honestly asked him. I told him, first of all, I don't pretend that I'm a good player because I haven't played the game.
Pro Dune players?
I haven't played the game in like 20 years. And the second thing, I asked him, what was I not knowledgeable about? Because we talked about several things. And he couldn't find anything wrong, so he just said that we didn't mention the fact that the characters in the game look like their movie counterparts. And I told him that we did. And I even linked to the specific locations in the stream. And then he said, oh, okay. And that's it. Eventually, these are just people who are angry at the time. And like I told Noah a while ago, when I get pissed about something, then I call my internet service provider to drop them in price because I have so much negative energy. So I have to funnel it into something positive.
So you get a deal out of it. You get a deal on your internet. So I need to do that. Well,
does that work?
Wow. It does. You know how many times I dropped my internet service provider price in half by just being angry.
No kidding.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. You gotta. Yeah. I know you can definitely play the "I'm leaving for the next one" card, and they'll make a deal for you. No, but the only thing that I want to comment on before we move into the game is that to me, it's like, I get that. And I appreciate that, because what you're really doing is you're engaging with someone. Someone made a comment, a specific comment about you in this bizarre sort of, chat world. And you calmly and rationally just engaged with them, and then we're able to connect. And I think that's always, that's huge, to be able to connect with people. Yeah. The question, though, is to what degree would you want, like, chasing down all the negative or all the things that may not fit right with you, and trying to connect with all those people? How worth it is that? Because at the end of the day, I think, as Noah's saying, is that, not everybody is going to connect with you, and
it's a matter of scale. I mean, yeah. I used to deal with hundreds of comments on Twitter and stuff like that. I can't remember how many followers I have on Twitter, but when you're dealing with that much instant feedback, you can't respond to it one by one,
right? And then we're small enough still where we're just seeing these little things pop up, and Daniel can kind of dive into it. But it's an interesting topic.
When I was in high school, I didn't join the debate club, and this is my debate club as an adult. I debate with people who don't like me and see what their problem is.
There you go. That's good. Are you getting college credit for this?
What?
Are you getting college credit?
No.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, you got to tell them you got in trouble, Paul.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Thanks for bringing that up. So I was talking to Daniel and Noah before the stream, and so I was on a tour. I was on a work tour in Oregon a couple weeks ago. I work for, somebody asked what I do. I work for a company that goes into elementary schools and does these positive behavior assemblies, and so I tend to visit a lot of schools. So anyways, I get a thing in the mail from Circuit Court, Portland, Oregon. And I'm thinking, oh no, I vaguely remember seeing one of those flashing lights go off as I was driving down a street, just like the flash of like the bulb, and you're like, oh no, did I just get caught? And sure enough, I got a speeding ticket for going 46 in a 30 zone, which it's not a school zone. It's one of those small little streets with plenty of space before you get to your next stop sign or stoplight. So 46 is not, anyways, it's legit. But their way of making sure that you can't get out of it is that they send you the letter with a picture, and the picture is you driving. Let's see, do I have it? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
You driving right there. So there's just a zoomed up photo of you, no way out. Just got to pay the ticket. So be careful. Be careful out there, everyone.
You can send them a letter back saying that you were live streaming at the time, and it could have been.
Oh, that'll make them happy.
Yeah. Actually, there was a murder case I heard about on TikTok of a streamer who murdered his girlfriend, and he was live streaming at the time, and that was his alibi. But then the police checked the live stream and saw that he wasn't reacting to anything that people were writing in the chat. So they found out
so
that
there
it
was
was
like
pre-recorded.
Oh, that's funny. I've seen people pre-record their Zoom. They're sitting in a Zoom meeting, so they don't have to be there.
Oh, that's low.
Isn't that low? Yeah.
And nodding.
All right, let's do this thing, boys. Let's
all right.
dive into Ripper. Let's go.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that little bit of embarrassment in for you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I actually wanted to share that, so thanks for reminding me.
Okay. So I can't hear the game just yet.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad photo. I could probably turn that into my headshot. I might as well just use that as a.
Wait, which one did we use?
Oh,
remember what we did last time? Yeah, instead of saying restore game, say continue.
Yeah, I know.
Sick. No, this is not a pre-recorded Curtis stream. I promise. And Clement showed up. Hey, bud, welcome. We extolled we praised your generosity earlier in the game. Oh, wait, I love the disc thing, and actually other people did too. So I know you guys probably got a little annoyed with it, but I think that you got to break out your Ripper CDs again. And
I have my Phantasmagoria 2 CDs.
I'll go get those, and you got to work on the sound because I can't hear the game yet.
Okay, I can't. Right. Yeah. I know it's annoying, but it makes for good.
Here, CD5 of Phantasmagoria 2.
Okay, we'll do that. See if that activates the Ripperness. He's having a hard time. The Phantasmagoria disc isn't working.
Yeah. It says incorrect disc.
He just pulled his Phantasmagoria 2 disc out to show us, and then actually said incorrect disc.
Pull out the correct CD. No. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Wait a minute. It showed up before we put the CD in. You got to time it right, Daniel. Otherwise, people won't think it's real.
It's an optical CD, so it reads... Okay. Where are we going?
We're going to Dr. Burton's office, so it's upstairs.
Can somebody tell me what we know so far?
We know that in the new Dune movie, Christopher Walken is playing Fade Rautha Harkonnen. So he's going to be the one...
No, he's the Emperor.
He's going to be in the new Dune movie?
No, he's Fade Rautha.
Yeah. Christopher Walken is the Emperor. Fade Rautha's Sting.
No, I'm talking about the new...
Turn left. Other way. Turn left.
I gotta check it out.
Is this where the guy exploded?
No, that was the cafe.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because I wasn't here for that. Oh, I missed this music. You know, the good thing about this music is it will obliterate any earworm that you have in your head. Anything that's like a poppy thing that you've got, this will just take care of that altogether.
So now what? Turn right?
Turn right, yeah.
Hey, this is new, right? We've never seen her here before.
Right. Am I in your personal space?
I got some questions and I want some answers. Don't you want to prove you're not the Ripper?
Oh, so that's the game. If I don't answer, you make me look bad in public, huh?
Something like that.
He's a close talker, that one.
Yeah, he is. The funny thing is that you have
secret lab of yours.
Haven't we been through this?
Not all of it. I've been digging through some Pan financial accounts. Do Simeon Industries or Berman Limited mean anything to you?
Been talking to your editor, have you? What did Mr. Dodds tell you?
Dodds? I mean, what's he got to do with this?
Dodds didn't tell you? Wow, an honest reporter, that's a first. I went to Pan Financial for research funding. They gave me a grant, but it came with a price. My research involved translating brain images directly into audio and video output. The bank wanted me to create a program that would allow them to implant subliminal messages into targeted brains while they were interfacing with cyberspace. I started thinking that with a few minor adjustments, there were other things the program could do to a human brain. Other things that it could make a person do.
Like make them blow up?
Maybe. That's just one more reason I'm going to shut down this whole operation.
Are you working with the cops?
Pan Financial owns the cops. Your editor's going to break the story in the Herald. What really worries me is that I think someone broke into my research well a few months ago and may have stolen my notes.
What, you think the Ripper
No,
did
that
it?
was me.
I hope not. If he used my notes to construct his murder weapon, I'm as guilty as he is.
It's the longest scene in the whole. That was the whole longest scene in the whole. So before you hit the other one, don't hit it yet. So when I watch this, it's like, and having been an actor in a lot of these types of games, or not games, but also like, I've done a lot of like corporate videos and such, and when you get a big mouthful of dialogue, which she just had, which is just spewing out information. It's nothing to do with character. It's nothing to do with a want or a need that the character, there's nothing dramatic whatsoever in what she just told us. It's just giving someone information. And it's the hardest dialogue to memorize because there's nothing behind it. It's just, you're just basically, so when I see someone doing something like that, it harkens back to me memorizing, tons of just gibberish dialogue and just trying to get it out so that it makes sense and try to sound natural. And I thought
there's a lot of technobabble in this game.
A lot of technobabble. Yeah.
Techno-Babylon.
What happened in that last Ripper
Hey!
game 15 years ago?
I don't know. It happened so quickly. We heard Josie
Exposition
scream.
dumps, yeah.
When we found her, she was dead. At first, we thought Joey had introduced something new into the game. But she really was dead.
Oh, man.
Why would someone want Josie dead?
I think the killer thought she was me.
Well, how do you figure?
Because right before the game started, Josie and I switched parts. It should have been me who was killed.
I think they're close
Why
to
would
each other
someone wanna
because
kill
they
you?
didn't want to move the boom mic too much.
Don't know. Maybe because I've had trouble with men.
Was she flirting with him?
Do you think the
I don't
person
think
that
so.
killed Josie is our Ripper?
Well, there's obviously some connection.
Who do you think did it?
Who's left? Magnata or Joey? They're both crazy. I'm next on
Which
the
means
list.
it's someone other than those
I
two.
can't even go to the cops unless I have some evidence on one of those two. But I'm not going to just wait to be slaughtered.
But you realize, Doctor, that from where I stand, you're just as much a suspect as those two.
I realize that. So go stand somewhere else.
Oh, snap.
Ooh, got the good
Don't
line.
stand so. Don't stand so.
If the Ripper is killing from cyberspace, how
Place
could
else.
Catherine have survived?
That's a mystery in itself. If the Ripper was striking long distance for the first time, then he may have made a mistake. Also, your girlfriend has abnormally strong psychic defenses.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
In a psychic sense, she may have fought the
I
Ripper
guarantee you
off
that's
before
her
he could
script
kill
that she's holding in her hand there.
Just between takes, she's looking at
Yeah.
Totally. That's her.
That's
like,
a
oh, man.
fidgeter, yeah.
Her fidgeters, they just caught her
Not
looking
now,
over her
Quinlan.
lines.
Not now, read the script.
Aw. I got exposition.
Okay, now we got to go back to Catherine. So turn around and go back down to the hallway.
Okay, you know who. Okay,
She's,
both you and
she's also
Daniel
wearing the
know.
pink lab coat.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, question. Did you guys say that the killer changes depending on when you play the game?
Yeah, it depends
So
on
it's-
when you start the game. It's determined randomly.
Yeah.
So, excellent. So do you know how many possible killers there are that they
There's
gave
4.
us? There's
Yeah.
4. So it's going to be Magnata, Joey, is that the guy?
Yeah, Falconetti.
Falconetti and who's the
Dr. Burton. Marion.
Should I go to the right
Right,
or
right.
straight ahead?
Straight ahead.
Okay.
And then the last one could be Catherine, the one who's in a coma.
Oh, that would be less feasible.
You know, they usually add different endings to games whenever they feel that the gameplay itself isn't long enough. But in this game, the game is long,
Oh yeah,
and it has several endings.
how many people just kept playing this game over and over again so they could get all the endings?
None, because
Probably not many, because the endings aren't all that different.
Yeah.
I can't believe that the Reaper was Magnata.
Giamatti. Hey, thank you for that donation. Swift Falcon, very much. We will be reading all your guys' comments at the end
Have you
of
seen
our
the
stream.
Ripper image? It's become much clearer. You've got to keep digging for more information
so
Paul might have
young.
had in the Ripper. We'll keep doing our part. I'm about to download her Myers-Briggs profile, so we'll see what that gives us. But we need more, lots more, to pull this off.
Ugh.
Don't lose faith, Quinlan. We're making real progress, and we're getting close to that picture of the Ripper.
That's what Noah keeps saying before each live stream.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we gotta download it into our brain, so use the computer.
Oh, we're going back into her.
Yep.
Daniel.
Oh,
She doesn't look any happier.
I thought there was more to talk about with her. Shit. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're done here.
Can we look around while we're here? No.
Turn around and go to the computer. There's a... You know how we saw the Ripper image? Keep turning.
Not that computer.
Yeah, there's a different computer.
Yeah, come on.
Turn to the right.
Turn to the right.
Okay, there's a computer straight ahead.
Yeah. It's fun. Back in the 90s, all of the games were futuristic, and nowadays, nobody wants to play a futuristic game because everything's so grim.
Oh, I thought that would work too. Huh.
No, nothing works. Okay. Wait, we have this screen.
Ah, that's the one.
Okay, that did nothing.
Okay, let's go to the world map. Save first, and then go to the world map.
Okay,
Which
let's
one's
keep
Falconetti? Is that Warriors guy?
Falcon Eddie.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Warriors, dude.
Okay, are we going to Falcon Eddie's safe house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time.
Get the 5 out. Oh, all right. There it is.
Place it in the CD-ROM drive. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this dude. He's been there the whole time.
He has nothing to share.
Noah, have you played the FMV game, the 1996 FMV game, Star Trek Borg?
Yes, I have.
Do you know that it was remastered lately?
I did not know that.
What was that dude like in real
What are you
life?
doing?
He had to have been just a weirdo.
Hurt my shoulder.
You think he was just a
Nice.
really
Gotta throw
chill,
every day, I
easygoing
lose the
guy? I don't
touch.
know. Maybe. He does such a good job of being these people. It would be great if he was just like this super low key, chill guy who reads.
What's with this murder in that last
Literature.
Ripper game?
What's with this murder?
Somebody slipped something
What's
into
with
the
that
game
murder?
code that killed her. Because I was the game master, I took the fall.
So what happened?
I rotted 2 years in fucking prison. Till my lawyer got him to overturn the conviction. Seems the police held out some evidence. Right about the time Magnata got promoted to detective. It's interesting stuff for an investigative
He's good
reporter.
though. I really like. I always believe him.
Look at this fidgeter. He has a knife between his teeth.
Yeah.
Now,
We need to
why
have
would
the
Magnata frame
Fidgeting
you?
Hall of Fame awards every year.
Bust up my marriage. He couldn't handle that I won Claire and he didn't. I was sleeping with her every night, doing it with her every night.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
What did Claire
If they
do?
ever do make a
I'll tell you what
classic
she did.
FMVia game again, I hope that they
deserted.
continue the fidgeters. That's just
He
it's
had to slip
too-
the divorce papers through the bars
kind of
of
wearing
my
the same
cell.
clothes that guy is.
Sad. What do you know about Josie Dorset?
Barely knew the girl. That was a long time ago.
But apparently it's fresh for somebody. I mean, it's got to be the same person.
No shit. And guess who's on the short list? That son of a bitch is gonna kill everybody that played that game. There's not many of us left.
And it all started with Josie.
Yeah, so what?
So who was she?
I hardly even knew the fucking girl. She was just some chick that was into the Ripper shit like the rest of us. All I remember is that she talked a lot. Never stopped. Went on and on about that daughter of hers, drove me nuts. I have no idea why anybody would off her. Claire knew her better than I did.
We
Got a
must
lot
be
to
getting
say.
to the end of the game
So who
because
do you
there's
think really
longer and
committed the
longer
murder?
scenes.
It had to be Magnata. No one else had the know-how to pull up something like this.
Oh fuck, man! He's the most likely suspect.
You know, Eddie, you're the most likely suspect.
You think so?
Well, it's either you, a cop, or a respected surgeon.
Looks
Or
bad, don't it?
or.
You got the temperament
I'm a nasty guy.
and the expertise.
The knives. Don't forget the knives.
Yeah, looks pretty bad.
It's a sleep thing. Stress. Murdering all those people is fucking hard work.
He's admitting it.
Did you see there was a jump cut in the
What is
middle?
happening
So
right
On the
now?
wrong tree. Take a look. That's the image we've been waiting for. I got sick of waiting for the experts, so I did it myself. That's what Paul saw before she was attacked. Pretty, huh? Ugly son of a bitch.
It's Magnata.
yes. Oh snap!
Nope. It's not Magnata, it's a fake.
Yeah, we don't know the answer yet. This is all. There's always a big twist at the
Well,
end. So whatever we think it is now is not going to be him.
The scene we just saw. Wait, the scene we just saw is part of the solution for whoever it is that the murderer is.
Yes.
The Ripper is.
Yes.
Because we saw the jump cut, we saw the answer to our question, and then there was a jump cut to a different scene altogether. So I guess that scene is randomized according to the solution.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Falconetti's the Ripper in this one.
Well, so what he said in this moment was, he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm the most. Oh, you think I'm the most logical guy?" And then he kind of does this confession, and he says, "It was really tough killing all those women."
He
And
was
so you think-
joking.
right? He was kind of joking, and then he handed him something that told our guy that it's Magnata. That's what we know so far. So our guy Quinlan thinks now it's Magnata, right?
Right.
Okay, but this may not be the truth. We'll find
How'd you hurt
out.
your shoulder?
What? I was playing with myself. What do you think? I was throwing knives, I threw it out of whack. Recurring injury. No big deal.
That's got to come in again. There's got to be some reason for that.
You're making me nervous with all these questions, Quinlan. Big trouble for you. I see my name in the papers.
I can't help but think of these actors every time they were told, okay, you got to like say the line to the camera and here's the way we're doing. It's just I'm feeling sorry for them in retrospect.
I think this game has the longest FMV scenes we ever saw, while X-Files had the shortest FMV scenes.
Oh man, yeah.
With that detective.
It's been a long time since I played X-Files, but I seem to remember that, yeah.
No, we asked the detective if he knows who murdered the victim, and he said no. The scene was less than a second.
Just no.
All right, so we know that Magnata has now been accused, which means we're pretty sure it's not him. But we're now on a little bit of a wild goose chase.
We should go to the
find
newsroom.
Magnata, right?
Actually, yeah, we could do that. So yeah, save and then go to either the police station or the newsroom, whichever you like.
Oh crap. Okay, so there was no disc swap, so maybe we're in the final stages of the game. Wait, should I go to Magnata's office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I can talk to him about Vigo Heyman.
Let's check Vigo. Who's Vigo?
Lou, I can prove I'm not guilty if you just help me out. I need you to run a check on this guy named Vigo Haman.
Come on, Quinlan, okay? I got 5 years till retirement, all right? I got 2 kids in college. I got an enlarged prostate. Why should I go out on a limb with you?
It'll only take 20 seconds.
One more.
Look, I know
good
that
information that
good
we didn't
police
need.
work is a forgotten art, but you're my only hope that it's not completely dead.
I don't need
My
to
only
run a
hope.
computer check on this Haman. I know who he is. I know who he is.
I know who he is. That's what
Tell
I
me
do.
about Vigo
It's the
Haman.
thing I know.
He's a made man in the Soho mob. He deals in smart drugs, pirated sea space codes, you know, a lot of dirty stuff. But we haven't been able to nail him.
You know, back in the 90s, it was pretty common for characters to talk about their prostate or their ulcer. All characters. Especially
Where
policemen.
can I find this guy, Haman?
A joint called Cafe de Champ. You ever hear of it?
Duchamp. Yeah, no, I've heard of it. I've been there a few times. What's he look like? Maybe I've seen him.
Big guy, got a beard, kind of swarthy.
Sits in the back, heavy accent.
That's him. Watch your step around Magnata. He can smell that bounty money.
There you go. Got that out. How many takes did that take?
I don't know. Forget about it.
All right, let's get some Walken action.
Wait, what's this?
That's the world map.
Okay. Magnata's office is on the right or on the left?
The left.
Right.
A dreary office. Jeez. Where's the windows?
Yeah, not a lot of sunlight gets in here.
No.
Okay.
You did it, Magnata. You're the killer. Get out of it. Yeah.
Tell him you know about the Ripper game. That's it.
Yeah.
We broke the fourth wall, guys. The game is crap.
You're in a
We're
game. What happened to your
What do I know
career?
about that Ripper game?
All right, what do you want, a Pulitzer? I suspect Eddie and Burton as much as I suspect you. You think I don't lie awake all night wondering why I can't cage this criminal? On top of that, I could end up being the next one, with my guts spilled on the floor.
Why didn't you come clean with me in the first place?
With you and 10 million readers.
What do you?
We could have a real intimate relationship, you and I.
I found out more about Burton's secret lab.
Look, I'm completely on top of this secret lab situation. And this is all I'm going to say about it. It does not feel
love situation.
one thing.
You saying you known about this all along?
The lab's a separate investigation. You interfere with that, it'll be all I need to put you away.
Go to your computer and look at the picture. I want to see the picture of Magnata.
Wait, in the newsroom?
In the whack-ass computer.
Oh.
I wonder if we can see that.
See what? What are we looking for?
That picture of Magnata. I want to see it.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't look like Magnata.
That's
Yeah.
Deer Hunter Magnata.
Yeah, it's AI generated Magnata.
That's
Won't be long, Quinn.
Annie Hall Magnata.
This case will be closed. Not long at all.
People keep promising that this game will eventually end, but it's not happening.
All right. So we can either go to the Cafe Duchamp or the newsroom. If you want to see John Rhys Davies, we can go to the cafe.
Okay, let's go to the cafe.
It's at the top.
Duchamp. He's in the
There
back?
he is. He wasn't there before.
Mm-hmm.
I knew this room was here for a reason. Is that a pinball machine?
And we get another Indiana Jones
Adam's
actor.
family.
I'm Jay Quinlan from the Herald. Your name, Haman?
Ah, Mr. Quinlan. I know your work well. Please, join me.
Well, his sound is
Mr.
bad.
Bond.
Now, let me tell you how you found me. And how
They didn't mic him very well.
Yeah. Maybe Mickey McMullen was the
Once
sound
upon a
mixer.
time, you wrote a piece
Yeah, right.
about an acquaintance of mine named Schultz. You remember that particular story?
Well, I read a lot of stories.
Ah,
He's
So
a
I can't
soft
hear a word the
talker.
other guy's saying. Yeah, he's a soft.
Schultz, the sausage stuffer. You have such a great
This is horrible. Where did they hide his microphone?
Schultz was a
I mean,
meat packer who had the ingenious idea of using the discarded intestines of various and sundry bovines to transport, shall we say, illicit pharmaceuticals.
And you knew the man?
Dear Mr. Quinlan, Schultz was a meat packer, a butcher, a bovine himself. I owe you, Mr. Schultz. When your story revealed exactly how bad sausage was for the health of the citizenry, Mr. Schultz was out of business.
Ooh.
I was out of business!
oh, the poor guy.
And you followed for 3 months while I considered my options.
Is this a bad time? Because I can always come back.
Absolutely. Now for the fun. This is where I get to tell you how I'm going to fuck you.
Will there be actual fucking involved?
Very amusing, Mr. Quinlan, but I don't think you understand. You see, I own you now. Instead of killing you,
I know who I
decided that I'd
am.
rather own a reporter. That way I might better avoid future, shall we say, disadvantageous publicity.
Own me. What'd you have in that teacup, anyway?
Well, for all intents and purposes,
They're getting all
you're
close up and personal here. I haven't seen these close ups this whole game.
Anything on me if you wanted to. Now let me ask
I mean,
you
honestly, have you seen those before? They didn't really.
No.
something. No, Mr. Dawes.
Well, I mean, they got a big star here, so I guess they wanted to really get this covered.
Well, they couldn't hear him, so they needed to zoom in closer.
A young woman was sobbing before the desk of her father. Her father was the city's most respected editor, one Benjamin Dodds. The woman should have been shedding tears of joy. She had
Gobbledygook, gobbledygook, gobbledygook. I'm just giving information. Blah 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 blah. Information.
Eventually, it led to his expulsion. But on that particular evening, she was crying.
I'm sure that
Because
Quinlan
her
has
was
the
12 years
script
old.
The story was based on research that never took place.
has the script pasted on his
Sources
t-shirt.
that didn't
His
exist.
forehead.
You're
Mm.
lying.
On the contrary, Ben Dodds is the liar. In fact, worse, you see, he managed to hush the whole affair up. Not a word of
I think at some point they said, let's just bump the drums up a little bit
Not even when
because
the ex-mayor
people are getting
subsequently
bored with them.
killed himself.
What?
What? Can you repeat that?
Yeah.
Can we repeat that from the beginning again?
Like everything.
How do you think the world would react, Mr. Quinlan, should it be discovered that the respected Ben Dodds, held by his peers as the paradigm of journalistic integrity, had actually perpetrated an untrue story that resulted in the man's death, and did so as an act of nepotism?
Is he getting paid by the line?
Then I guess we have an understanding.
What's these
Yeah.
close-ups? This is like this never happened in the whole game. This is bizarre.
For now.
Oh, even closer to him. How close can we get? Let's
Look
play
at this.
pinball.
Look at his 3D figure. It's very 2D.
Look at his. He's got no legs.
Yeah.
He has no legs. It's true. He's got no legs. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Take a screenshot of that. Somebody. That's
You're up
hilarious.
to something with a cyberspace outlaw named Falconetti. I think it has to do with the Ripper. You want to tell me about it?
There's nothing to tell you.
Oh,
about.
do I ever?
Well,
I
you
will
were
tell you
wrong.
about him for the next 15
Falconetti,
minutes. I will
I
just
have heard
ramble
him.
about this guy.
But I have no connection with him.
Where are my nachos? Hey, is that stuff on the table again?
Hey, yeah, maybe you can throw things. Do another sweep.
Falconetti told me about your little
Uh-uh.
arrangement.
You're a liar, Mr. Quinlan. I don't even know a Mr. Falconetti.
Well, he knows you, and he linked you to the Ripper.
Falconetti is a profane psychotic.
So you do know him.
I can hear his voice.
Psychotic, I suppose.
Yeah, it got better.
Yeah.
I find these questions have become tiresome, Mr. Quinlan. I bid you good day, sir.
I said good day.
I find these questions have become tiresome, Mr. Quinlan. I bid you good day, sir.
Did they do any Easter eggs where you could, click it like
All
7
right.
times? And then
This
he-
entire
he-
game is an Easter egg.
No.
The entire game. So it'd be
Save.
great if he, swept the table full of plates again, if you did.
Okay.
Okay, now go to the newsroom.
Well, we
No.
can't play no pinball? No what?
No pinball.
Damn. The 6. All right, our last swap.
What? Where did you come up with this? There's
up
no
with
way
what?
this is the last swap.
Oh, well, that's just wishful thinking. I'm Does each
Oh.
disc contain certain locations? Is that
Go
most
to.
of
We
it?
got to talk to Ben Dodds, the or Aussie Davis rather.
Oh, Aussie. Is there a school that actors go to speak in that? Well, you finally found me out, did you? Well, I will tell you.
Before I kill you, Mr. Quinlan.
Ben, are you working on a story with Claire Burton?
How'd you hear that? Burton wouldn't tell you that.
She didn't. I found out on my own. Ace reporter, remember?
Do me a
Remember?
favor.
Red
This
coat.
has nothing to do with the Ripper. Stay off it, Quinlan.
Okay, Ben, but there's something I need to know. Burton says that she's working on a story with you to bust some illegal ops at Pan Financial. Is she scamming me?
Between you and me, the one reason this story isn't ready to break is that I'm not sure she's giving me all the facts. You're close to breaking it, Quinlan. Don't let up now. I can feel it in my bones.
Nice. This tells me we're getting close to the end. When Aussie Davis feels it in his bones, so we know we're close. Doesn't he have the greatest voice? That's the best voice.
Now
ever.
what?
lucky.
We should have been able to ask him about a Photoshop, but we can't.
Watch your back, Quinlan. The closer you get to the killer, the greater danger you're in.
We should have been able to ask him about like a Photoshop program we can use to analyze the photograph, but that option hasn't appeared, so I'm not sure what to do now. Look at the
Salisbury.
notebook.
I wonder what that means.
Berman.
Maybe it's something we need to decipher somehow.
Salisbury. I wonder
Wait.
what that means.
When we read, we saw the electronic journal. Okay.
There's a CD in the office next to the PCs.
I think it would be great if John Rice Davies was just following us and continuing to just babble along his exposition, and we just hear him every time we move in one room. He's just like, and then if you were to do this, and
Yeah, like the hint keeper.
Instead of the soundtrack, or doing it in the same beat as the soundtrack. There are so many options that they missed out here.
Look for a hotspot here. Look for a computer that we can use.
A computer we could use. Well, we can't use this one. Maybe the computer on the other desk. Over here.
YT Wander just wrote, moral of the story, don't make John Rice Davies angry. Where to go? You can't understand a word he's saying. He has no legs, but he'll mess you up anyways. Absolutely.
No, we can't use the computer. Maybe we need to go on the interwebs.
No,
and
I don't
thank
think
you,
so.
Spoon A1 and Me Pickle for your donations, and we
It's
will.
the Spoon AI one.
Spoon AI one. What did I say? Spoony one.
Spoon A1.
Oh,
Go
AI.
back to
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Go back to the cafe again, just for me here.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep making you swap discs.
Well, you're doing it to yourself too, Noah. Get it out. Don't make Daniel do all the work. There you go.
Talk to the guy at the bar.
And
I
then
can.
And get some quarters.
Wait, maybe I can talk to the bartender.
That's.
Oh, that's stupid.
I've been reading your clips in the Herald. You're a gutsy news hound. I gotta give you that much.
You're a gutsy news hound. That's it. That's all we get.
I've been
Okay.
reading your clips in the Herald. You're
Go back to. I think we have to ask Dr. Burton about the picture of the Ripper, so we have to go all the way back to the hospital.
How about a beer? All right. Why don't
He's
you
gonna
try
do it
this?
again.
And here's called Quixote. That's from Spain. Well, they say that Picasso drank 15 of these, fell headlong into his blue period on the house. Just nail the Ripper so that my customers can get drunk in public again.
Yeah, sorry about the guy who exploded in here, by the
He
way.
did the fake drink. He stopped. He stopped just as the camera cut. Yes, sirree. I'm enjoying your unappreciated. You're not enjoying this long running gag. It's fun watching. Oh God, here we go again.
Yeah, we got to go all the way back. I'm sorry. I cut all this out for the riff I did on this video, so the riff cut out all this travel back and forth.
Oh man.
But that's the
Well, yeah,
best part.
Yeah, thank God we kept it in, because this is what really
That's,
makes the stream crackle.
This makes for riveting live streaming.
Now, does anybody think Paul Giamatti did it? He seems like a kind.
Would have been
Is he one of
interesting,
the
but he's not an
options?
option. Turn left.
Oh man.
Wait, so given that Christopher Walken is Emperor Shaddam IV, how will he be asked? How will he ask for a shipment of spice?
I want a shipment of spice today. No. I want a shipment of spice, and I want it today.
You and of course, don't forget that you send me the spice I've asked for. Good.
You sent me the spice I've asked for. That's good.
Take a look at this.
What's this?
Falcon Eddie says Magnata's the Ripper. Says he extracted it from Catherine's brain.
No way. Use your head, Quinlan. He doesn't have a tenth of Metacog's resources. How could he do this alone at home?
I don't know. But this is going to put Magnata away. I mean, I don't have any great love for the man, but what happens if he's not the Ripper? I mean, the cops are desperate. They're going to grab the first thing that comes along.
There must be some photo processor or something at the newspaper that could tell you if this thing is real.
That's it.
Well, I don't know anything about image analysis.
Looks like you have some work to do, or an innocent man will die, and the Ripper will still be free.
Okay, now we go to the newsroom, and then... Now we gotta ask, Ossie Davis about the video editor.
Do we have a current audio-visual editor here?
Sure.
Why,
Schneider
sure.
should have one on his desk, the center one by the window.
What?
Well,
Yeah. He downloaded Photoshop. You can use that.
Wait, so I have it now, or am I supposed to go?
why is his office got
So
that?
empty, completely barren of people.
But why is it airlocked?
Oh, I don't know. It's the future.
Aren't they all in the same
No,
air?
we got to go to go. You remember that one desk I told you near the window there? Turn left and go forward.
Don't forget that back in 2020 and 2021, things were airlocked due to the pandemic.
That's the one.
I don't think masks count. There we go.
Adobe Visual Spot. Visual Soft. Sorry.
Magnata is the killer.
Wait, what?
Okay, now we got to go to the computer, the whack-ass computer, and then use the
Maybe I need to
look at the photograph.
The photograph. Analyze.
It's Dr. Barton. Say, look. Altered image, 98% probability of image altering. Oh, so it's not the same person.
Okay.
It's not Magnata.
So should we go back to Falcon?
But it looks like only his. It only looks like his
to...
chin, his ear, and his hair have been altered. Don't leave the disc.
Yo.
Last city swap, huh, Paul?
Last one. Here we go. Feeling it. He's in there. Hey, my shoulder's feeling
Trying
better.
to pin it on Magnata with the photo, Eddie?
I was just having a little fun, Mr. Nosy. Thought Burton would see clear through that. I wanted him to be on the
Ooh, this is
receiving
gonna
end for a
happen. He's
change.
gonna confess.
Did you see him? Had him sweating, didn't I?
Yeah.
You realize you're not armed, Quinlan, right? This may not be the time to accuse him and say, "I'm calling the police right now."
Quinlan, it's Cable. Something's come together in Catherine's mind. The image of the Ripper's become clearer. Get over here, fast. We're about to learn who our Ripper is.
Yes!
Can't get enough, can you, Quinlan? If I knew who the Ripper was, I'd give him up just to get rid of you.
People keep making promises.
Okay, now we got to go to this hospital again.
The fact that they organized the CDs
That really
according
should be
to
the last disc
location.
swap, by the way.
Yeah. Don't make
So we
promises
gotta
your
go-
walkthrough can't keep.
So we're gonna go back and have the guy
Yes,
tell us.
when we get to the top of the elevator, save just before the finale.
So we're going back up there for him to tell us that the person we were just with is the killer. Well, we could have probably figured that out on our own. Save, says everyone.
Okay,
What's
let
up,
me-
Zuki? Welcome. ATM machine. Everybody's the saves are loud and clear on our. When you look at the analytics of our video, there'll be a huge spike right about here with everybody commenting. Save.
Okay.
Turn to
Left.
the right.
Turn to the right.
Okay, so for the final puzzle, I want Paul to see if he can figure out this puzzle on his own, because this is my favorite puzzle, and it's also the most ludicrous. It's solvable.
No, I gotta turn on my
It's-
thinking brain here.
It's solvable, but you got to think outside the bubble here.
Oh my golly.
No, that's a great idea now to give
work.
Paul the opportunity to solve a puzzle, because we have like 5 minutes of content left and an hour left to the live stream.
And we got big problems. We lost the image. We almost had it, and the screen went static. It's awful.
But Howard Stern, he did it.
Gone forever. Burton's decked into the net. I can't reach. There's something seriously wrong, Quinlan.
It's got to be the Ripper. He's making his move.
He's awesome.
Panic, panic.
I am making my move. Don't be so surprised. You're in a room full of computers. Only 3 victims remain. And you, Quinlan, I hadn't planned upon killing you. But Mr. Nosy's gonna find out what it's really like to be on the inside. Return to where you began. The library. The Ripper book. Remove it from the shelf and dig in. The stage is set. The roles are cast for the next game of Ripper.
The hecatomb.
Let the mystery
Yeah,
begin.
we're in the mesh next now.
It would be great for some of these FMV monsters to meet. Little green room.
Okay. Use the
Okay, I think
computer.
we can use the computer here.
Return to where you began. The library. The Ripper book. Remove it from the shelf and dig in.
Dig in. So this is our puzzle.
I found myself in Hamilton Wofford's virtual white
How many
shop.
F words they were
All my
allotted?
playmates were there, somewhere in the shadowy alleys in the fire, before they lurked.
And look at this. This is their.
Yeah.
This is one of their biggest
Idle
scenes
bullshit.
here.
Yeah. Very film noir.
They walked across a lot of some
Wofford
sort.
said something about having my fortune.
I wish I were big. He got it. He got it. He got my reference.
That was great. That was great. Very funny. Hey, this is from Phantasmagoria 1. There's so many double connections, triple connections.
6 degrees of Phantasmagoria.
You know what we should do for a stream is we can reach out to this guy, me and Tori, and then whoever the guy was in
Oh man.
X-Files, and we
I-
should have all 4 of us, or as many main actors that were in a FMV game. You have all these windows of us playing our own games all by ourselves in just whatever kind of actor hell we could be in, just simultaneously. That could be huge.
So first of all, Paul, because this song is playing, then this part will be muted on YouTube. So we can say whatever we want it will only be during the live stream, while in the VOD it will be
No
included.
fucking way.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
awesome.
that shit.
Okay, so this is what I'm supposed to do here, huh?
Yeah, we got to find. There's 6 cards. You got to put them in order, but
Yeah.
you're given no
6 cards.
context as to what to do here.
Solve the fucking puzzle.
Can you figure out the order that which they go?
Can you give me? You can't give me the controls, right? What? Can you click on them and so I can see what they are? Why is this game? Why are all of a sudden this song playing? Because it's been. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna say it again. What is he saying?
It's backwards, I think.
Wait, is the sound important? Because I can mute the song and then we'll be able to play the game while people will be able to hear
The
us.
song is important. Yes, actually.
Okay,
No,
how
because-
about
Wait, fuck.
would it be good to should I look the song up and have like should I have it available?
That might that if you it has to do with the song. That's the key.
Okay, because it didn't make sense that we've been playing just that drum beat for the whole last 12 hours and now all of a sudden we have a very famous song. So that has to have something to do with whatever. And then the next thing we need to do is to, if all the words are backwards, we need to figure out how to put them in their right order. And then once we put them in their right order, then whatever those words are going to have something to do with the song.
Well, just look up the lyrics and then read them out loud.
But wait, well, okay.
Because we can listen to the song without YouTube muting us or shutting down our YouTube channel altogether.
Lyrics. Okay, but isn't the first thing that we have to do is figure out how to turn the tarot card names back into forwardness?
That's not important.
Yeah,
Okay, so don't fear the Reaper. Our times have come here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the Reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain.
Yeah.
We can be like they are. Come on, baby. Don't fear the Reaper. Come on, baby. Take my hand. We'll be able to fly. Baby, I'm your man. And then there's a number of more ones.
Yeah, so that's all you need.
Yeah, you can see the wind, the sun, and the rain over here.
Oh, well, you're doing all the work for me, Daniel. You want to now.
Well, this is the first time I'm solving the puzzle too, so we're doing
really?
this together. Yeah,
You've never played this game before?
I have played it, but I haven't played it all the way through.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, then we can do this together. Great. So wind, sun, and rain. Does it just go in? So
maybe this is the sun, probably.
there's the sun.
Wind.
Oh, now they're gonna...
Maybe this is the wind. Look.
Okay.
This is the wind.
Wind, sun. Yeah, let's do wind first. Then sun. And then where's our rain? It's probably the one on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can be like there. Come on, baby. Is there a Reaper up there?
There is.
Oh, okay. So Reaper's probably at the end. Maybe there's what's the first one? All our times have come. Is there a time thing like a something to do with hourglass or sand?
Maybe this is time. These are the seasons.
Those are the seasons, yes.
Oh, well, then that's before wind. So put that at the very front. Seasons, nor do the wind, the sun, and the rain. We can be like they are. Baby, is there a baby? Yeah, there's a little. Is that a little baby?
This one?
That doesn't look like a baby. What's
this
that?
one?
What is that?
I can't see anything.
That's fire. Is there fire?
Here's fire.
Be able to fly. There is no fire.
So I think that seasons is supposed to be here. Seasons.
But if we do it in order, it says, "Oh, I see."
You were on the right track. Seasons was first.
Yeah. So if we do it in order, it's all our times have come. So if there's something to do with times, that might be our first one. Here, but now they're gone. So I'm not sure if there's some. So that's the first two. Seasons would then be 3. Then wind, sun, rain.
No,
so I think that
we're missing 1, not 4.
You're missing. I'll tell you the one you're missing. The thing you're missing is fear.
Fear, maybe the dragon, or this one. Maybe this one.
Yeah, that looks like fear. But is that the right order? No, fear. Oh, don't fear the Reaper. Yeah, I think that would be. You have to hit a enter button, or does it just automatically?
Fear is second. Seasons, don't fear the Reaper.
All our times have come here, but now they're gone. Nor don't fear the Reaper. Okay.
Okay, so Ripper is third?
Yeah,
Yes.
Ripper's third. Reaper is third.
Ripper is third.
So they spent a ton of money to get this song.
You got it.
Have this puzzle. Hey, there we go.
Okay, now you got to throw the weapon at the Ripper. So when Falconetti shows up, you got to click on Falconetti when he shows up.
What's going on?
That's the last piece of the puzzle.
It looks zoom
Now
in.
we can take a shot at the Ripper.
I'm a doctor, not a killer.
Don't lose your head, kid. I ain't your killer.
Who was that?
Jake, the Ripper pulled me here from my coma.
Thanks for subscribing.
I'm a cop.
I'm a cop.
Don't shoot.
Magneto's the one you want.
Hit him.
Good.
Why are you looking at me that way?
Put it down, Conan.
It's me.
What do you got there?
You got to click on Falconetti.
What's the blue thing?
You did it.
This is how we.
Marfa said his weapon
That's
would
it?
destroy
That's how we
Whitechapel
killed him?
along with the Ripper.
Yep.
Oh, here's all their budget. Are we in the internet? Are we in the world?
We were.
Wide Web? No, you
And
can't
so,
say this.
unlike the
Okay.
first Ripper, this one didn't get
Yeah,
away
so-
with it. Eddie was as violent as he had
Type,
seemed,
type,
turning an
type.
obsession
With one
the
finger.
game into a nightmare as dark and terrible as the one that gripped Whitechapel over 150 years ago.
It would have been great if he was still
I'm
wearing his
certain
coat.
that in Eddie's mind the killings had a logic, but I didn't feel up to pondering the motives of a madman. Not today, anyhow.
And we get muted
Wow.
again.
Wait, let's mute.
Yeah.
Wow.
David Patrick Kelly, that's his name. Wow. Holy mackerel, dudes.
Let's play Shivers.
John,
That was-
Jhon. They misspelled his name.
Johnny Welch, Jimmy
Yeah,
Walker.
misspelling his name isn't the worst thing that happened in this game. I'm sure that none of the QA team members made it to this point in the game. So
Well, let's
Uh-huh.
let's discuss this game, shall we? I want to hear.
This was so much worse than I remember it being. I feel like I spent the entire game apologizing for every puzzle as they came up.
but you
Well-
shouldn't apologize. You weren't the one creating these puzzles.
Well, it was kind of my idea to play the game.
No, I think there's something about being. I think it's awesome to be able to play some of these games that were, they were
Alexa.
groundbreaking at the time, and to
Good.
see what it is now. It's interesting. I mean, I'm sure it's different for both of you, having kind of grown up playing these games and seeing how they've evolved over the years. But so for me, just seeing this as the first time, I just am. I'm sure it was really difficult to be able to deal with all the programming, to deal with all the puzzles, also write a script that made sense. I mean, they probably just didn't have all the things in place to make that happen, because it's badly written. The story isn't very interesting. It doesn't resolve. Like, that ending was so anticlimactic. It almost feels like they ran out of money. You know what I mean? Like, which
they had to stitch it up like real fast, like immediately.
Wait, so the difference between the different Reapers is the final puzzle. You just need to click a different person altogether, and that's it.
It's just clicking a different person, and the ending is the voiceover on the ending is different. So, like, the scene where he's typing.
Yeah.
The voiceover is different depending on who the killer is. That's the only difference.
Right. Oh, that's fascinating.
So in this one he goes, I can't believe Falconetti was the killer. I guess you never really can tell with some people, right? And so, like, if it's Magnotta, it's the same thing, except he says, I can't believe Magnotta was the killer. I guess you just can't tell with some people, right?
I'm sure they wanted to add different endings to this game because it makes the plot holes less apparent, because you can always blame it on the different endings. You can always say, okay, we had to make different endings. You can close all of the plot holes by making everything make sense, because we need to keep it open-ended. So,
yeah, it gives me a little bit more of a appreciation for Lorelei in Phantasm 2, where there's two endings that you can choose in that game, and one you stay in the real world, second one you go go back to the threshold, and then the threshold one is that's pretty dumb. He just jumps in and it's over, right? There's nothing there. But the one where he stays, you see they're at the restaurant and you see his hand kind of morph back. That's a cool way to kind of end it on something's going to happen still.
Mm-hmm.
So again, they got 50% of it right in terms of a decent ending. The first one was dumb, and the second one was more had more to it. But again, I wonder if does that always what happens? Is that if you're running out of money and you're running out of resources, does the end of the game what ultimately suffers, or whatever you haven't shot yet? They should shoot the end of every game first, so that way it's solid and locked in.
Yeah, because you guys ran out of money in Dimension X, and even if the final puzzle isn't all that good, you still have the
problem.
ending.
You guys, was that the problem? Is they told you that we ran out of money or something like that?
Oh, big time. Yeah. They were hemorrhaging. They went millions of dollars over budget, and about we were supposed to have another month of shooting, which was supposed to, the whole thing was supposed to be 3 months, and it ended up being almost 6. And so by the end, they just cut the entire, there was just the cameraman, a lighting guy, a boom guy, the director. They just got rid of everybody. So we were just putting, the last couple of weeks was just a big Band-Aid on the ending.
And you can tell that the ending they filmed was filmed when they actually had a budget, because the scenes in which the budget ran out were filmed on a tripod, and the ending scene is not filmed on a tripod. So they didn't phone it in like the rest of the scenes.
Yeah, we've talked about this a lot, but the thing about, if you ever play Phantasmagoria 2, any of you who've never played it or want to play it, because now this time of year, just watch the cinematography. There are scenes that are awesome. Just, cameras moving, there's trolleys and it's so cool, and the lighting is amazing. And then there are scenes where it's just a camera on a tripod, lights up, two actors on a couch talking, because they completely ran out of money to do coverage and all that stuff. So it was fascinating. But I digress. We're talking about
no.
Yeah. Fantastic.
It's interesting to see the similarities between the two games.
Which
If
came
that's
out the
indeed
same
what
year.
happened, I don't know. I don't know if there were any trouble shooting this. Maybe this was the plan.
We should. I at one point, I think it was before we even started playing this game. Somebody on our Discord sent a link to a really great sort of oral history of the making of Ripper, and I shared it with Noah, and you read it before we started, and we should get that out again. Maybe I'll see if somebody is listening and knows what I'm referring to, and you have the link, put it in the chat for people to look at.
For the article about Walken.
Yeah, or not just Walken, but I guess it was mostly about Walken, but that guy,
Yeah, the messed up production of Ripper. Anyway, we should get Christopher Walken.
Inside story here. I have it right here. I'll put it on. It's a Wired article, and it's pretty good. It's called Inside.
The main problem is
Ripper, the inside story of the egregiously bad video game. Yeah, I'll put it in right here.
The main problem is that Christopher Walken is currently part of a big budget movie, so he won't agree to being interviewed by us.
Oh shoot, we almost had him, right?
Yeah. But we can't. Well, we probably can get Quinlan. He'll join us.
I'd love. Oh yeah, that's great. I'd love to get him. He'd be great.
We'll email him.
Let's reach out to him.
We'll say that we want to interview him about his time on Gilmore Girls, and then we'll sucker punch him with the Ripper.
That's great. Speaking of interviews, I just locked down, I think, an interview with Dan Abaddon, one of the Game Grumps guys. He was kind enough to get back to me, and gonna chat with him in a couple weeks. So do you know him at all? Do you watch any of the other YouTubers out there that play games, Spoonie, or
not really? I don't have the. Well, I'm gonna say I don't have time. I have time, but I don't. I typically don't watch that much YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube sucks. Really. Hit that like button, everyone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a stupid thing. Please hit the like button. Yeah. Since we're here and since we're vamping for time, since we got done early today,
you'll find that's the case. Is most of them creators don't really watch that much.
I don't. I mean, I watch YouTube, but sports or whatever, just something outside of this realm, so I can kind of just kind of decompress.
Just like game developers don't play games.
But yeah, while you guys are here, please like and subscribe. I saw subscribe. I'm sure there's a bunch of people here who were drawn to our guest today, and if this is your first time watching our channel, it would be great to have you join us and help pad our numbers a little bit, so please do that.
Here we go. Quote, "We were making it up as we went along. We worked around the clock. People thought we were drunk, but we were just sleep deprived.
We
could have used 10 more people. At first, it was just the two of us, Bill Petras and I, doing the graphics. Blah, blah, blah. A typical movie script averages around 120 pages, but Ripper's was 317 pages and a full 4 inches thick.
Phantasmagoria 1 and 2 were 500 pages, so cry me a river.
But it's just a couple of them. They didn't have a big gaming company behind them.
They always use the same phrasing. A movie script has so-and-so pages, while our game had whatever.
What else? I want to read some more.
The cast and most of the crew were union members, so there were mandatory meal breaks and work hour limits. If the days ran long, which they often did, we all made overtime. But the non-union folks, Take-Two's 3D artists, game designers, and writers never stopped working. The 3D artists had it especially hard, as they had to wait for each scene to render, a time-consuming process where multiple 3D images are created, complete with lighting, shadows, color, and effects. When we went back to the hotel, we would be up all night rendering, Martin tells me.
You know what could have sped up the process? If when we wanted to walk straight ahead, we wouldn't look sideways all the time. How about that, 3D artists?
Yeah, go straight.
During that period, I worked nearly 24 hours a day, no weekends off, no holidays. It was like slave labor.
Man,
we have to get them for an interview.
Yeah, we really do. In that case, you kind of want to give them a little more credit for pulling us off. It's it sounds like a true indie game that they had enough money to pull in some talent, but they didn't have enough money to pull in game developers or people to make it work on the other side. Yeah, who would you want to talk to, Daniel, in your tech talks? So would you probably?
I don't think Walken even
talk
knew
to the
what
developers.
we were making.
What did you say now?
I don't think Walken even knew what we were making. Maybe none of the actors did. Walken
Well,
read
I
his
think
lines
it's
off a
true for
teleprompter.
every movie he's in.
Wait, let him wait. I want to hear this. Hold on.
Walken read his lines off a teleprompter and would tell now defunct Fusion magazine that the experience was close to that of being on Saturday Night Live, where the actors read cue cards. He also admitted that he didn't even know how to turn on a computer.
That's great. That's great. Well, that's a lot of that sounds pretty familiar for most of us actors back then. We couldn't even afford one. I think I never had a computer that could play any of these games. I didn't have anything that had enough memory or was big enough. All right, well, gentlemen, so we finished it. Congratulations. We've talked a little bit, both on stream and off, about something we want to tackle next.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the games that was brought up, and Noah, sounds like it's interesting to you, is the FMV game Shivers.
Yes, that was the game that Daniel was initially going to play if we had broken this one.
Yeah,
we were going to play Shivers. And I've never played that one. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. So that one sounded the most interesting to me. I have no personal connection to it though, so there's nothing tied to like a let's play of mine or anything like that. So this is totally new to me.
Well, that would be fun too, to play a game with you that you don't know, that you're playing from the beginning, or an FMV game, anyways. So yeah, that'll be on our top of our list. The other thought we had last week, and we chatted briefly about this morning, is a double stream, a 2-stream series of Daniel dungeon mastering me and Tori. No, of Noah dungeon mastering me, Tori, and Daniel through a fun, shorter D&D game, and maybe a fourth guest that we can bring in either through our fans or maybe one of our previous guests that might want to join us. So that could be really fun. And maybe we make that an event. Maybe we make that some sort of we can turn that into something special.
Yeah, I'd have to come up with a plot for it. I have to come up with a good intro campaign for new players, like completely new players, because I'm guessing none of you have ever even tried to play D&D before.
My son, who's only played a little bit with his friends on our last vacation, tried to dungeon master me and my wife and his sister through a game, and it was fun. But I'm pretty sure that's not. I'm pretty sure I still haven't played Dungeons and Dragons.
So yeah, I'd have to come up with a story that was really basic, that could get anyone involved, that without being without getting weird on you guys, and not without you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds fun. So we'll talk through all that. But
if you want, if you still have time, since we're still have half an hour until the expected end of the live stream, we can play Shivers for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind starting it just to see what it looks like. Yeah, let's do it. Do you guys? I mean, everybody's here anyways. They were expecting a 2-hour stream. If you have it ready to go,
boom.
Wait, don't start it. Wait, just talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm gonna hit the mute button and be back in a couple minutes.
Somehow I saw the trailer for Shivers. I think it was part of the Phantasmagoria. I think it was on the Phantasmagoria 1 CD. And I watched the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And it looked like a weird Seventh Guest ripoff. So, I don't know. I never bothered.
Should I get a walkthrough open?
First of all, now, since Shivers works on ScumVM, I'll be able to give you guys control. So
yes, that's a big plus.
So you'll be able to figure out the puzzles as we go along. Wait, games by Mark Wolf. Daniel, we've been talking amongst ourselves this whole time. You don't need to tell us. Just keep ignoring us here in the chat. What are you talking about? Wait.
No more walkthroughs, damn it, banned.
Everybody stay away from Critical Role. It is false and hearsay. Okay. So who gets control first? Is it Paul or is it Noah?
Paul gets to start.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Excellent. This is great. I get to actually do it. This is
remote control. Okay.
Right.
Resume.
Yeah. So how come no one's been talking about
Purple
this?
skies at night.
Is this pre or post the Phantasm game?
Well, I believe this was 1995.
Yeah, it was around the same time. Wait, let me turn down
It's
the
the same year as the first one. That's crazy. Yep. They were games back then, man. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go.
Type in your name.
Type in your name. Back when they thought that it would be cool to have a narrator narrate every single phrase in the game.
Welcome to the spooky, scary house.
Our first FMV moment.
This looks like a Backstreet Boys music video.
I'm glad I'm me out here and not you in there.
I think I've heard those same loving words before. Like the time you guys dared me to spend the night at that cemetery. You know, if you die in the museum tonight, I'll make sure she gives a eulogy at your funeral. We never would have made you spend the night here if you hadn't talked about this place so much.
Yeah, we thought you'd been kind of, well, obsessed, thinking you hearing voices and stuff coming from the museum and all. Too weird for me.
Hey, you know, maybe they're the voices of those kids who disappeared 15 years ago.
Right, the police never found the bodies. Or the killer.
Yeah, and my sister, you know, Julie, the one in college, says Professor Windlenut went insane. He viciously murdered them and then buried their bodies in the basement of the museum. Well, what if he's hiding in that creepy museum right now, just waiting for another victim?
Yeah, and the ghost of his victims are calling out, warning you.
Ring, ring. Hello? I think it's for you.
Like zoinks! That was just a dog howling.
There was something more than that.
Well, I didn't hear anything. I think this place is just getting us all spooked.
Are you sure you want to go through with this? You could back out at any time.
But of course,
I'm
if
backing
you did,
out.
You'd probably never live down the chicken jokes.
That's true.
You'll be all right. Come on, I don't want to be late for the movie. We'll be back.
Come on, I don't want to be late for the movie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.
We are good friends, aren't we?
Can we put? Can I pause? Can we pause?
Yeah.
How do I pause? I loved that opening. I loved that opening. I think it's kind of campy. I love that it was one take. These four people that I know who I am. They've given us a really good job of exposition. It's goofy and it's pretty standard, but they're locking us into a cemetery for a night. They're making fun of us, and we have a dare. And now we're the person in there. I have complete clarity, and I'm wondering what are they driving a Nissan Sentra back there? What is that car?
It's black. I don't know.
What do you guys? What does this? Do you find this interesting, or is this just cheesy '90s stuff?
Well, this is what we were looking for.
Yeah, I think the setup is very simple. I don't know. It's too early to say if it's good or not. But
yeah, I can't tell if it's good yet. But the simplicity of it works for me, and it's done with the right amount of. There's a sense of fun in it so far.
The right amount of
all right,
cheese.
That's all I need to say. Dotson. Okay, here we go. So we're here. That's where they just went. Now I get to turn around. What's this? All right, do I still have, what is this? Got to figure out the, I don't, oh, what's that? Okay, there's that. Oh, there's not much, what the hell?
Hold the chain next to it.
Doesn't, the cursor doesn't change. Oh, there we go. There we go, okay.
We've got mail.
Sir Hubert Windelnot, Museum of Strange and Unusual, Mount Pleasant. Right. Dear Hubert, the firm of Whitney and Son Limited has handled the legal and financial affairs of the Windelnots for 256 years, always in a discreet and trustworthy manner. In the tradition of Whitney and Sons, James, my eldest, will continue serving you when I retire from the firm in a fortnight. Who knows what a fortnight is? He
20
and
days?
Jeffrey, I think it's 14 days. He and Jeffrey often played together as children, so I'm sure you remember him. Although I may be wrong. James and I were pleased to attend Jeffrey's wedding in London last April. We were surprised not to see you there. The Countess responded quite bitterly when asked about you. I tried to smooth things over by making sizable financial endowment to the happy couple on your behalf. It puzzles your family and old friends as to why we have not heard from you for over 4 years, but we assume the museum keeps you busy. I will not bother you further, however, in my absence. If the firm fails to live up to your expectations, let me know personally. All right, so, all right, we don't know where he went. And I can go this way, right? Do I get to keep that?
29.
Okay, so we're not going to have any of the issues we had in Ripper, where we're wandering.
Yeah, it seems like they didn't bother making any transition animations. We just move along.
Exactly. Professor Windle Nut. Get it? Museum of the Strange and Unusual. This way soon. What is this down here?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I already like this music better than Ripper's.
Whoosh.
Okay, what's next? Down here. That's turning around. I guess we got to go this way.
I think I should interview the composer first from Ripper.
For sure. That's the one I want to talk to.
A listening party. I'll play him the scene at the bar in the end, and I'll ask him, what did this guy say? Because all I can hear is the music.
Oh, oh.
This reminds me a little bit of Murderous Muses,
which is another game in which the identity of the killer is determined randomly at the beginning of each game.
Okay, so I can't click on that thing. Can't click on that thing. Got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. That's where I just was. Oh, I can go one of two ways. My first fork in the road. No, which way would you suggest?
I always go left, but that's just me.
Okay, let's go left. Come on. Boy, it's just a lot of stair walking at this point. Don't worry, everyone. Oh, look at that. Guess we would have come
to the top of this ziggurat.
What's that?
Hey, here's the gate.
That's where we just were. Okay. Can I run and jump? Nope. Turn around. Come on. There we go. More up?
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, okay, there we go. Hey, okay. All right, I'm starting to
pad the game out a little bit here. Come on.
They're opening. This is like the opening scene has a lot. You know, it only had so much going for it, and now. Okay, what do we got here?
I mean, it seems like all of their
more stairs. More stairs.
It seems like all of the Sierra Star developers worked on Phantasmagoria.
We have our first issue.
Welcome to Professor Windelknot's Museum of the Strange and Unusual. Unfortunately, the museum is still preparing exhibits and hopes you will visit when we open sometime in the near future.
Okay.
Submitted for your approval.
Well, I give up. We gotta find a key.
You've got control.
All right, Noah, go for it. I got us upstairs. You take it from here.
You take us downstairs.
You can get us downstairs.
Okay.
Oh, that's new.
Wait, that's a puzzle?
Do we click on the doorbell again and get a different voice, or is it going to be the exact same voice? I find the breathing wind calming.
Let's go the other way.
The real puzzle is the friends we made along the way.
Okay, so they all lead to the same. The left and right lead to the same area.
Dasner asks, did we click on the corners of the door?
Go back.
Now, are you asking that because you're asking that because you know something we don't know, or are you just thinking we could have clicked on that too?
Thank you. The Spoon AI won. And as usual, we recommend that people use coffee.com instead of super chats. But thanks for the donation.
Absolutely. I think he's also trying to get a question out in real time, which wouldn't happen with. So he's asking, would we consider streaming a new game, as in not 30 years ago?
Yeah. Are you talking about the three of us or me and Paul? Because me and Paul played Murderous Muses, which came out last year.
Aha!
I'm playing
Something else.
Firewatch too. Yeah. I think I'm all for it. I think we need to mix it up with the old and the new.
Stonehenge.
Even though I was in an old game, I'm finding that my tastes tend to run a little more towards the new stuff.
Because it's easier?
No, it's just more. There's no nostalgia factor that's making me like these old games as well as things that are made with better stories and interesting game dynamics. What do we got here? Hey, we got a puzzle. So we got 3 white things, 3 brown things, and a red go button.
Yes, Sweaty Wife, we played Edith Finch, and Jouek says the query would be cool, and the person who wrote the query is a huge Phantasmagoria 2 fan. I remember when he posted his copy of the big box.
Are you, how you did you do that, or did you have something you looking up on the...
No, the number in the mailbox was 29.
Oh, good job. I didn't see it.
This I don't know. 7.
Okay. So click the...
Okay, so I can just play with it. Let's Let's just play with it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you can put that. There's one right next to it. Oh, I see. So do you want to go black, white, black, white?
Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, so
that one. Really?
Maybe you can only place them on, yeah, black on white and white on black.
I think black on black. Oh, there
what?
You go. Okay.
And now it's 6. Now it's 6 instead of 7.
Yeah, try that crank just to see what happens, because we have to figure out.
I am trying. It's not working.
Okay.
Wait, let me try. Let's see if maybe you need to rotate it somehow. No, it doesn't work. So keep on playing.
Oh, minutes. That sounds cool. So many games.
12 Minutes was recently acquired by Netflix. I got it on my Netflix account.
I think after I finish Firewatch, when I do for my own personal alone streams, I think I'm going to play Stanley Parable next.
Oh snap!
Oh, you want to get to? You want to get to one? How are you doing what you're doing? Well, that was.
It seems that the numbers.
I don't. What's that?
That didn't do anything.
Oh,
it seems that the numbers are dropping, regardless of what you actually do. So this is 7. The moment I think it counts the amount of moves.
Invert the gears. White gears on top and black gears on bottom. Oh, that's it. So eventually you have to get all the white on top and all the black on bottom, but you have to do it in a way that.
Okay.
You only get 7 chances to solve this.
No, 7 moves, I think.
Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what the 3, 2, 1 is. You okay?
Okay. Okay, so you got 2 moves. You're done.
So you got the
move
the black one down.
Yeah, yeah.
And now you can move the other one over. Nice. I feel like that's the answer.
Now crank that handle.
Nice. No,
we got this.
You got this. That was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Or do we do? Or maybe not.
No, maybe it opened. No, we heard the sound that we didn't hear before. Maybe it opened the door at the top of the pyramid.
Okay, how do we get out of this? Turn around.
Hey, now we got some water sounds. It's not wind anymore.
Yeah, water sounds are not a good idea at the moment.
I think that might have raised those platforms.
Ooh, we got
Stonehenge.
We got a choir.
We got an Enigma ripoff.
Nobody knew who they were or what they were doing.
We got another
Okay,
puzzle.
so
Hey, it's just one puzzle after another.
I recognize this symbol as the jar.
So every time you click one, it turns into something else, right? So we need to figure out the pattern that we want it to be. Do we want it to all be the same thing? Like that?
Okay,
Like,
so now what's weird is there's more than 2 sides to this. So, like, you'd think there's only two symbols that could be. If I flip this brown one over, it can only be one of two things. But that's not true.
Right.
There's lots of different symbols it could be.
But do we want them all to be the same, or do they need to be in a specific pattern? Yeah, so it's going to be... and are we supposed to know how to do this yet, or do we find out a clue somewhere in the game that will go, oh, you need to do this, this, and this?
Well, there were symbols above the doors. But I don't remember the color was gray. And this was the symbol above the door.
Oh.
But the green, I have no idea what the green was. I guess the wall was orange.
Well, we're at about 5 minutos, so let's get out of here and just wander around a little bit and see if there's other places to discover before we
Okay, give me a second.
We also need to read the donations.
Yeah. Well, what did you just do?
I got lucky.
What were you doing?
I don't know, but I got lucky. Let's just save the game, I guess.
Yeah, save the game and let's watch the replay of what order you did things in.
Let's see how you save the game. Save. Okay. Let's switch to this view.
All right,
wow,
that's hilarious.
It was interesting.
All right, I'm gonna.
So I did get the symbols right, the ones that I did see.
Wait, so did you use a specific order?
There was no specific order, but it was the colors that were significant. And the colors I didn't really remember, except for the ones above the door and the wall near the jar. I remember those, but the other ones I just got lucky on, I guess.
Nice.
Okay,
well,
so...
you can get a... Here, let me read some of our...
I wonder how much more FMV there is, because what bothers me is there's no other actors here. Yeah, all the actors left.
Maybe there's some FMV scenes in the ending.
There has to be, right? Wait a minute, what happened here? Hold on a second. Ozzy Astra.
Okay, so Monk.
I got it.
Okay.
Monk says he'll kick it off this week, and he did. Thank you so much for starting things off today with a generous tip. Risus then was our next one, and he writes, the final stream in the Ripper playthrough, monumental. If you are serious about starting a D&D stream or series, consider reaching out to Spencer Crittenden from Harmon Quest and asking if he would like to be your dungeon master. His Steam views are close to your numbers too. We've nothing, with all due respect to Mr. Crittenden, if we get Spoonie to be our dungeon master, you're not going to get much better than that. And then the Swift Falcon writes, love your stream, guys. Spoonie on a Monday, what a treat. Yeah, it sure is, and appreciate that. And then I guess, Daniel, if you can read the
the super chats. Dan Tech USA wrote, love your content, Paul, keep it up. Yeah, Paul, great content.
It's all me.
Just you.
Yep. Good.
The Spoon AI one experience, did Rice Davis...
Hey, by the way, whatever your name is, Daniel's going to reach out to you now and say, excuse me, but why didn't you mention my name too? I'm just wondering. And he's going to, so be prepared for a reach out. Okay.
Okay.
Did Rice Davis play Pavarotti in something? Maybe.
He does look like him. He totally looks like him.
Mia Pickle wrote, my girlfriend thought the killer was gonna be Paul Giamatti, and to be honest, I think that actually works better than the actual suspects. Yeah, I'm telling you, the pink lab coat, something was off.
I agree. It would have been nice if there was.
It could be enough to drive a man to homicide. I admit.
Oh. I mean, it was white at some stage.
Yeah.
Mia Pickle also wrote, "Reload and pick the wrong person." Oh.
Well, if you throw the shuriken at the wrong guy, the Ripper kills you. And that's the other ending: is that you pick the wrong guy and the Ripper kills you.
Oh, I see. I'm just reading some chats here. Hank Works, I hope you're. I'm worried about you now. I'd like to kindly inquire why I am being ignored. Who is ignoring you? Is it people in the chat? Are they not playing nice today?
Hank Works, I acknowledge you.
Yes, me too.
Wait,
it's so funny.
Myrta said that I'm salty. Okay, Myrta. First of all, I know where you live.
Oh, here we go. You know what's funny is I'm just doing this. It's funny that popped up because before the stream today, like I said, I'm working on this new show. It's about rejection letters, and I go down all these rabbit holes finding letters. So I found this incredible letter from Mr. Rogers that a kid wrote to him saying, "Hey, I want to come to your house and play." And he writes this great letter back to him saying, "You can't come to my house, but you can pretend to be at my house." And it's just this wonderful classic Mr. Rogers moment. And then, of course, I ended up seeing all these other. Apparently, Mr. Rogers was an incredible letter writer. He wrote letters to all of these. He'd wake up every morning and write personal letters to all of his fans. And there's just these incredible things out there. But one guy wrote, it's really touching. But as this guy wrote to him in like 2000 something, and he's a grown man with kids, and he talked about how he, had a horrible relationship with his father and could never get his approval. And so he said, since then, I was always drawn to father figures in my life. And you're someone who's been very important. I guess they knew each other a little bit. He was a reporter, and they did a story on him. And he goes, so I have a question. I have a question or a request. He goes, will you tell me that you're proud of me? And and then Mr. Rogers writes this unbelievable letter saying, "Yes, I'm proud of you." And it's so classic, like, for being who you are. You don't need to be anybody more than who you are. And I'm so proud. It made me tear up reading this letter. And so it's kind of funny. So Hank Works, we're proud of you, and we don't ignore you. And I hope I hope that you take that. Zwex is now yelling at me for saying, "I will not be ignored by you." So yeah, it's just a horrible circle.
One of a kind guy.
You're all pretty.
You'll never see another guy like him again.
I know, he really was. Yeah. So, anyways, fun stream today, you guys. Thank you so much, Noah, for joining us, and we will. The three of us will put our heads together and figure out what is next, whether it's this game or something else, but we'll get back to you. And if you want to, please join me tomorrow as I finish up Firewatch, and then we got Ross Scott on Wednesday.
I might actually, because I want to see what you think about the ending, because the ending for me at least was polarizing.
The ending of what?
Firewatch.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you wanna pop in, that's great. I'm just gonna.
I might actually.
That'd be great. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's I'm excited about it. I just got into the cave, so yeah, things are happening, and so anyways, please join if you can. All right. Okay, guys, I guess that's it. Anything to say on your end, since I'm rambling?
No, just thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking with us through the entire ride of Ripper. I know it was a rough one. But we made it.
Yes, we did.
7 episodes.
All right.
I think since the fourth episode, Noah kept telling us that we're about to finish the game in that particular episode.
No, I said we were about to find out who the Ripper was.
Well, we found out who the Ripper was only in the 7th episode. You don't find out who the Ripper is before the ending. Or did I miss something?
My memory of it wasn't that great, so I'd forgotten. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a great game.
We're not going to end this stream on a quibble. Let's just we were doing so good. Okay, everybody.
The game was so bad it was good. Okay.
It was so bad it was good. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I wish it was Magnata. Oh well.